Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is your show that is by a fan, for the fan, and you got to know about you, the fan. It is Reverse Retro Wednesday, or Thursday. That's right, the Blues are wearing these gorgeous Reverse Retro jerseys. I got my Binnington one on. I can tell you how to win one of these. If you're on Twitter, look for the Drop Podcast. They're giving one away. If you find that post, retweet it. They get the 2,000 subs and they're going to give it away. So go on to check out the Drop. My buddy Lance from the Drop wrote an article with me today. We put it out about Binnington and his contract coming up, calling the rise of Binnington and the toughness that Armstrong's going to have. Check that out on stlfanreport.com. Yeah, stlfanreport.com. And I made it all go away. Yep, okay. Oh, man. So let's get into today's game. Today, the Blues are taking on the Coyotes for the second time. And it is going to be Binnington versus Raanta. Binnington versus Raanta. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. And the reason I say it's going to be an interesting matchup is both of these are goalies have really good records against the other team, right? The Blues, Raanta is 6-2-2 against the Blues with a really minuscule, and I mean minuscule, goals against average. I wrote an article about this today. I'm going to have to pull that up because for some reason I can't remember what the number was, but Binnington is actually even less. So give me a second here. So Raanta this is the second start of the season. He's 1-0 for the season. He's got a 3.00 goals against average and a 912 save percentage. But against the Blues, he's 4-2-2. I got that wrong. He's 4-2-2 with a 1.85 goals against average and a 747 save percentage. Last season was 1-1 with a 102 goals against average and a 976 save percentage. Now, Binnington, this is his ninth start in 11 games. He's 3-1-1 against Arizona with 2 shutouts. Last season, he was 1-0-1. He posted a 944 save percentage and a 0.96 goals against average. This game is going to come down to goaltenders. Absolutely going to come down to goaltenders. I think this is going to be a very, very tight game. I'm not completely on board with everything that has happened. Oh, hey, Dre, welcome. Jordan, welcome. Robert, welcome. So I'm not completely on board with everything that's happened in the last couple of days. So there's been a lot of interesting developments that we'll get to. One of them is COVID-19. COVID-19 has changed a lot of what's going to happen in the next week or so, especially what happens today. You're going to notice some changes at the game today. You're going to notice that the normal plexiglass behind the players is gone. This is to increase airflow. The NHL has also decided that the players cannot stay in the stadium. They can't come till an hour and a half before the game, and then they have to leave as quickly as possible. So the post-game press conference is going to be much shorter. They're basically telling the guys to shower at home. Change and go. So you're going to see, I don't know how that's going to affect everything, but it is kind of an interesting aspect to this game is how COVID's going to stop it. And now the NHL is mandating that they change the locker rooms, right? They're talking about in the locker rooms that they have to social distance, and if they can't, they have to have sides of the locker rooms. We'll talk about that in a bit. Dre's saying he loves, let me kind of point to it. There's Diamond Head out there in the distance. Woo! Yeah, I can get to it. Yep, there's Diamond Head out in the distance. That's Waikiki behind me. Right? So with COVID-19, we don't know how that's going to affect the team. And also, don't forget that the game Tuesday against the Wild has been canceled. Or not canceled. I got beat up for calling it canceled. It got postponed with no makeup date yet. To me, that's canceled. Until you have a makeup date, it's canceled. But to me, they're the same word almost. 6 and 1, 7 and 0. Whatever. Half a dozen the other. So, hey, for all you guys watching, I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. This is the Blue Note Fan Report, and this is our pregame show. We talk about the Blues taking on the Coyotes. Please, while you're watching, give me that thumbs up. Give me that like. Please subscribe on YouTube, on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, or join my group, the Blue Note Fan, or not Blue Note. Join my page, the Blue Note Fan Report, or my group, the Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan. We always have a lot of fun, and we've got a pick'em contest going. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. So as I was getting into COVID-19, the changes that are happening with the NHL's mandated, and I've talked about this at the beginning of the season, that you could see this coming, that the NHL was going to have to figure out what worked and what didn't. And when the Hurricanes got COVID, not Hurricanes, Dallas got COVID right off the bat, there had to be, they were able to check things out, see what worked, what didn't work, how they could make things happen, and make the changes they need to make. Well, right now, the NHL put out that about 100 players have gotten COVID-19. Oh, wow. England, George, welcome. I hope you're a member of the Blues Fan Clan, Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan on Facebook. Please join that group. Get in there. Yeah, please, if you can, share this to as many groups as you can. I can only share it to a couple in order to get online on time. So please get it out there. That is right, Roland. 2 Colorado players are now out this weekend because of COVID-19. So we don't know how that's going to affect the weekend matches yet. So COVID-19 is the X factor. And with that being the X factor, we have to look at what's going to happen with the Blues and how the Blues are going to manage their game. Now, this game, I'm picking, we'll get to there in a little bit. I think I still got a lot of time. Got to pull my other thing up here in a second. Yeah, we got 2:30. So the Blues, let's go ahead and bring up the lineups for today's game. Yep, now you get this one. And I guess I gave myself one of these, right? Okay, so let's pull up if I can find the right thing. I just seen it and it went away. There it is. Okay. So let's pull up there we go. Here's the lineups. Projected lineups for the Coyotes. They have Keller, Schmaltz, and Garland. Schmaltz got a goal last time. Garland was all over the place. I think he got an assist. Garland was a little bug. Garland's also the one that took out, was it Sundqvist with the high stick? I can't remember who it was that he took out with the high stick. Garland was a pest in the last game, an absolute pest. I kind of think that he'll be the same thing in this one. That he'll continue to do that. And then you've got Kaigula, Dorvac, who had 2 goals in the last game, and Pittick, Bassard, Hayton, and Kessel. Kessel on the third line. And that's an energy line. Remember that. Kaput, Larson, and Hayden for the fourth line. Then you have Churin and Goloski. Man, I can't pronounce that name. And then Ilo Lubushkin is making his season debut today with Raanta in goal. The Blues lineup hasn't changed with some exceptions in defense. So you have Stanford, O'Reilly, and Perron with Schwartz, Shin, and Kyrou. Blaze, Thomas, and Hoffman, Clifford, Barbashev, Sundquist. The defense, the top line of Krug and Falk, which is working amazing, stays the same. Ben Stun moves up, and Marco Scandella moves down. So Dunn is with Pareko, and Scandella is with Mikola. I really like those changes. I think they're going to help out. It's to get everybody ice time. I think they're doing the right thing. You still have Gunnarsson and Delarose scratched. Bortuzzo is skating, and it would probably be in a game very soon. Bozak, it won't be a while. And they said Tarashenko is a couple weeks away, but on schedule. So that's interesting and good to see when it comes to the Blues, right? That was an accident. I don't know what an accident was. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Okay, so as we're moving along, this game is going to be very tight, I think. The last one, Arizona came out firing, and they had 10 shots on goal in the first 10 minutes, and the Blues had 1. Now, in the second 10, the Blues caught all that up and switched the momentum out. Mike Hoffman got that beautiful Hoffman-esque goal. I mean, he just fired that thing in. Beautiful wrist shot. Nothing that the goalie could do about it. And we love when things like that happen as Blues fans. As Coyote fans, not so much. Today's game, I think, is going to come straight down to defense and goaltending. Colorado is a defensive team. They're trying to win games 1-0. They are. They're trying to win 1-0, 2-1. Oh, Sonny, stick in the face. Okay. Yeah, no, it was an accident. I agree with that, Bob. Sorry, I'm kind of lost. There was no intention, but he did whack him in the face, you know. He got it. You're supposed to keep control of your stick, and he didn't. Enough said there. Hoffman is great. I look forward to hopefully seeing him score more goals. George, I agree with you on there. Hoffman's doing the little things, and this isn't something that he's used to doing. He's playing more defense. In Florida, he was not asked to play defense. Here, he is playing defense. And as long as he's playing defense, we've got to be happy for him. I'll take less goals if he's playing defense. Absolutely. If he's playing two-way and getting the things done that he needs to get done when he needs to get them done, I'll take that. I'll take that all day long and twice on Sunday. The goal that he scored in the last game changed the momentum of the game. That's what you're looking for. And when that happens, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Right? That's the style of play that we expect from him. That's and I look at him to be a difference maker in today's game. I really do. And I'm hoping he is a difference maker in today's game. So if you forgive me, I'm trying to, my game just popped on. Trying to make sure I can hear.
That supports programs and services at Luke Air Force Base that aid and honor airmen.
Oh, all I have is the away one yet. Okay. So, like I was saying, if Hoffman's going to play defense and be part of the system, absolutely. I'm okay with him not getting as many goals. But he's helping that line out. And that line is getting better and better. And that, oh, man, that's just, there was some really, the last game had a lot of good stuff going.
In that game. So what would you like?
So Brad Pond, who got COVID this week and we don't get to play? The Minnesota Wild had 5 players get COVID, and right now 2 players on the on the Colorado Avalanche have COVID. So right now those games are scheduled, but they are questionable, I would say. The Blues offense is good enough right now to make it high scoring in our end. Can be. My background noise is coming through. There we go.
What your role is in your mind.
There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, Jordan, this game is going to be amazing with those jerseys. You see that red around? Have you seen Jordan Binnington's pads? They're pretty. I'm sorry. I know you don't like the red, but those pads are nice. Those pads are nice. I think they're sick. I like them. They're reminiscent of Cujo's pads. They're reversed, but they are nice. I'm sorry. I really think they're nice. Okay, now I got the home. There we go. So where are we at in time? Let me take a quick look. 46. Okay, so before we get going much further, let's take a look at our Pick'em contest. So in my group, the Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan, we have a Pick'em contest. I'm going to try and pull that group up here real quick so you can see it. There we go. So here's my group on Facebook. Okay, so go to Chrome tab. So here is my Facebook group. And in my Facebook group, you join this Facebook group, Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan, you can get in my Pick'em contest. Or if you're a member of STL Blues Crew, CREW, or the Blue Notes Bunch, we're challenging those groups. Right now, I've gotten nobody from the crew to get in the group. Yeah, I got lucky with mine. I'll be honest with that. Yes, I'm very proud of you getting your picks in, Jordan. In those groups, you can join the clan. Right now, I have 4 Blue Note Bunch. I have 2 new ones getting in. Everybody else is from the clan. We've got 31 entries, not counting mine yet. Wow, very nice, guys. Very, very nice. I had the leaderboard. The leaderboard is posted in the Blues Fan Clan. And let me go ahead and do my picks now. Well, you bring up a pretty good point there, bud. And the point that you're bringing up right now is the Blues offense comes from their defense. And their defense sometimes gets offensive. And that is what allows some of the goals to come through. But at the same time, they're finding different ways to win. And Craig Brewery said that the team is finding different ways to win. And if they can continue to do that, this is a short season. Every point is important. Now, these points here against Arizona aren't as important as the points against Colorado, but I'm almost dead certain points percentage is going to come into play. Almost dead certain. So every point you get is going to get you closer to the playoffs. Plain and simple. Because I don't think points themselves are going to come into play. Because I think just like last year at the pause, every team will not play the same amount of games, and they're going to go for points percentage. And that's absolutely what I think. So as we're moving along here, I want to get my pick in for you and make sure that you guys see and know how to get your picks in. So let me go ahead and bring up the Pick'em contest. Yes, we'll do that here in a second. We will bring up the Hawaii Blues Fan Pick'em contest. I'm going to full screen that for you. There's the Pick'em contest. That's the page. You can see it here. STL Fan Report. You go right here to Pick'em Contest right there. Now, I've already entered the password. If the password comes up, the password is in the 3 groups. You have to be in the 3 groups. That is important. And come on, St. Louis Blues crew. Where are you guys? Let's see you. And as you can see, this is this month's prize. The first place prize is this Hull signed jersey. It is authenticated, the signature. I looked at other things that I have that are signed by him. It's spot on. So while it's not an original St. Louis Blues jersey, it's still a signed jersey. I think it would hang anywhere nice, and would be a great thing to have. So you come down here. Here's where you put your email address in. There's mine. Please put your first and last name. The reason I say that is because my tracker uses first and last name, and then you pick your group. Do not change your group affiliation. If you change your group affiliation, you're going to lose all your points. You pick a group, you stay in that group. We're doing this. We want to make sure that we're getting everybody right and giving everybody a fair chance. So let's keep the groups, give the groups. And you know what? If you're in the clan and you're not in the bunch or the crew, go get in join those groups and get them, and tell them about the contest and get them up. So in my article today, I thought the Coyotes were going to win 2-1. Yeah, I know that's bad, but Clayton Keller, I mean, he's had the Blues number here lately, starting on that top line. I just think that with this being a tight game, I could almost have gone with Raanta. I really could have. It was in between Raanta and Keller. I just think that I think shots are going to be limited. I don't think there's going to be a lot of shots. That's why I didn't go with the goalie. But I do think this is going to be a very, very close game. All right. You hit submit, and there you go. Just like that, you'll come up and you'll see that it's in, and then you can edit your response up to game time. Once pucks drop, we will disable the pick'em, and there you go. So this is my website. Please check it out. If you haven't, what you might want to do just before the game is check out the recent article here that I wrote about the game. Gives you a lot of good information. And so far only 16 of you have that information, so go get that information. And then I also wrote an article with my buddy Lance from the Drop Podcast. You guys are enjoying this article, 262 of you. Keep doing it. I enjoy seeing you read it, and I got to tell you, not getting told that I'm a complete idiot was nice today. So now we've got about 5 minutes or so left. I'm going to open this up to you. So what do you think, or what do you want to talk about? So we got, hold on. Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Hey, I got to go with what I see, and I kind of see the Blues looking ahead to Colorado. And I see Arizona has a team that needs points. And I think that they're going to be just a little bit more hungry. Telling me 10 minutes till game time. Thank you, Roland, and said I wrote a great article. I really appreciate that. I'll make sure I haven't missed anybody. Rooster telling me to never bet against the Blues. And another one there saying no group can compare to the Why Blues Fan Clan. You know what? I love the groups. I love all the groups. It's great to get support from each and every one of you. So as we got about 10 minutes or so left, maybe a little less, what do you guys want to talk about? Let me let you know how to get in contact with me, because that's a lot of fun. Roland saying I made a good pick. Thought that same pick. So, right, this is how you get a hold of me on Twitter. And also, here's my email address. There you go. There's my email address. And you know what? I screwed it up again. Oh, man, could I screw up things really bad? And there we go. So let's let you talk now. I want to know what your comments are, what your thoughts are. Tank is skating. What do I think about that? Well, I think it's good. I think that they're taking it very slow. I like what Armstrong said. We have things in place. We have safeties in place to make sure that he can do the things without getting hurt anymore. And the way the team's playing right now, it's not necessary to bring him in too quick. Let him take his time, because who are you going to sit down? Honestly, who do you sit down? There's only one player right now that I would sit, and even that's an iffy one, because the only player right now that I sit is Barbashev, and Barbashev's a center. So that's a little up. I got a Rooster saying that he thought they could do 4. His prediction is 4-2. Dayton wants to talk about how O'Reilly is doing as a captain. I think O'Reilly is doing a great job as a captain. I really do think that what he's done overall is lead the team by example. He's got voice. He has stature, and he gets out there and does it. When they gave up the 8 goals to Colorado, he said Binnington was our best player. You wouldn't have thought that, but that's what he knew it. He knew that they let Binnington down. When the first start for Huso went as bad as it did, he came out and said, we got to play for him. He took accountability, and that's the one thing with him that you see different than Pietrangelo. Is Pietrangelo, it never really felt like he took accountability, but O'Reilly does. I'm not looking at O'Reilly's numbers to be as big this year because I see him taking on that role as the captain, and the more he does that, yeah, the better it'll be. Roland says he thinks he'll come back in late March. Wants to know how we're going to make room for Tank. I think I was talking about that. Roland's let me know that I got 7 minutes till puck drop. And Devin saying he agrees absolutely with me. So, hey, guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to give likes and subscribe, and let me know how you think about this. I love talking to you. I love the interaction. It really makes this fun. Remember, being a Blues fan is being part of a family. I have met more people. I know I have friends that that are better friends to me that I've never met. Man, I hope you're right, Rooster. I really do, buddy. But they have friends. I have friends that I've never met that are better friends than me than some I've known for 20, 30 years. So being in the Blue, being part of a Blues fan means being part of a family. And this is a family that I absolutely enjoy. Clifford sits and Bozak moves to the 4th line when Tank comes back. I don't see Clifford sitting. I see Clifford staying. I really do. I can see Bozak, and I see Barbashev sitting. No, I don't. I honestly don't see Clifford is being the guy. Clifford is being Steen, and I just don't see him sitting right now. I really don't. And I absolutely, especially the way things are going. Right now, there's only two players on this team that I think are playing below expectation. One of them is not who you think it is. Right? First one is Barbashev. Barbashev has made a couple of very, very poor passes through the center ice that could have ended up in the back of the net. Luckily, he's got a hustle to keep that from happening, but those passes are going to eventually end up in the back of the net. So that's something that he's got to clean up. He's got to be better. And I don't think anybody's going to argue that. The other one is Parayko. Parayko has not had good games. He's in the defensive end. He's made some huge mistakes. He's been beaten a couple of times. He's fired the puck, but it just doesn't seem like he's all there. Parayko to me is not playing up to Parayko's ability. And I got to be honest, I hope my pick is wrong. I really do. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I don't mind falling in the contest a little bit, but I got to go with my heart. I got to go with what I think, and that's all I got. So the game should be starting here soon. So this is Guy, the Blue Note. Well, Rowan, I've heard that, but I don't know that for a fact, right? I really don't know that for a fact. I mean, if that's the case, and I know, so I'll ask around and see what I can find out. But right now, I'm not sure. So the game's about to start. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, saying aloha, mahalo. And you got to know that I am bleeding blue with you, and I can't wait to see you on the intermission report. Aloha.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you.